Whichever one hits first, I'm selling.
For people who are essentially just watching this only because they give a fuck about trading or they want information on trading.
Yeah.
I would say you're a professional day trader. Like, pretty good. You're pretty
Not according to Wix.
I mean, based on my eyeballs, you're pretty fucking good at it. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So, as a professional day trader, what are some just tips people, I guess, wouldn't think about that we give them, like, when they just start day trading? For example, from stuff like, making sure your account is set to this or whatever. Like,
okay, so like just like tips in general.
Exactly, like just to make their trading experience not as hectic as it could be.
When you go to open your account, make sure you open up a margin account.
Okay,
not a cash account. Mm-hmm. The reason why this is gonna fuck a lot of people up, but margin allows you to trade with double of what you have in your account. It's not credit. Mm-hmm. You don't have to pay them back. It's not like they're loaning you the money. But if you deposit $4,000 into a margin account, they're gonna let you trade like you have $8,000 in the account.
So you'll be able to buy more shares. Up to $8,000
of specific stocks. Some stocks they don't allow it. Some stocks they're like, yo, this is a sketchy ass stock that just popped. We're not giving you
trust
the
them
margin.
Niggas. All right, but
we don't trust them niggas. You're gonna have to pay with your cash.
Yeah.
But that allows you to buy more shares, and it allows you to increase your account a lot faster because you'll be able to make larger profits.
Okay.
But that's a double-edged sword because if you lose, you're gonna lose more. So you got to take that into consideration. Right. So I definitely would say a margin account is definitely what you want to open. Once you open up the margin account, you start day trading. All right, cool. Now you're day trading. Now you're like official. You do your first buy. The shit's not going good. You're like down. I'll use the actual number so that way it's easier. Mm-hmm. If you have a $4,000 account,
okay,
you should not lose more than $400 on a trade. You should never lose more than 10%. Okay. Fuck that. You should never lose. If you're starting out, you should never lose more than 5% on a trade.
So extremely played.
Extreme to the extreme.
Yeah.
10% is like the most you should lose on a fucking trade. Because if you lose 10%, now you're only down to 90% of what you started. But now in the next trade, if you make that back to 10%, you're back at even. So then the next one after that,
and it's simple math. If you're hitting average around 80 whatever percent,
yeah, exactly.
Simple math is like you're making more than you're
losing.
You know
exactly.
Exactly. Okay.
But some people don't see it that way. Some people don't follow directions.
Some people aren't as smart as you are. So,
so I'm like, yeah. So basically, if that's another tip is, 5 to 7% loss, cool, take it. 10 is where you gotta like, yo, all right, you're gonna have to swallow this pill. Yeah. This is not gonna taste good, but you're gonna have to swallow this pill.
Just take this out.
Because this is not gonna fucking go anywhere. Next advice would be if you're up 10%, take it. If you're up 8 to 10%, take it.
Yeah. So which is basically your rule.
Which is basically, I call it the 20% window rule. Mm-hmm. 10% down, 10% up.
Yeah. Whichever
one hits first, I'm selling. If the profits hit first, I'm taking profits and I'm out of here. What the fuck? I don't.
Right.
I made fucking $2,000. Why would I stay in this trade? Why would I look for $4,000? I'm good. And then
greedy. It backfires.
It backfires heavily. Yeah. So I always tell people just trade with precaution. So you don't have to jump into every trade. The patterns have to. People that learn this, obviously, the patterns have to match what you're looking for. Right. If they don't, you're not going to trade. Like yesterday, nothing fit our system, so we didn't trade at all yesterday. But then, there are days where, like we were talking earlier, by 9:32, we're done. We worked for 2 minutes.
2 clicks.
The shit crossed, went up 10, 12 cents. We out of here.
It's the fucking best. Hit buy and hit sell.
Hit buy, hit sell.
Out. And that's I fucking love that shit,
in a matter of seconds, bro. In a matter of seconds. But, then there's days where we're there until 10:30. So yeah. It's like, fuck. Yeah. Don't get impatient. And that's the last thing I would say would be a tip is don't get impatient. If you get impatient, you're going to buy in early. I've had people text me like, yo, I got in and like I lost. I'm like,
yeah, nigga, I'm guilty of that shit.
Bro, what do you mean you bought in and you lost? The buy point was $5.50. Why'd you get in at $5.21?
I'll be guilty of that. I'll be seeing a stock, bro. I'm like, for example, let's say you put out a stock, it's like, yo, buying at $4.50, right? And pre-market, it's at like $4.20, tinkering. Market opens, it goes up to like $4.30 or like go to $4.40, drop that down to like $4.25 or some shit. Yeah. Every time that dip happens, I'm like, bro, if I just get it now,
right here, I could catch this wave up
and catch this wave to the 50, then it go back. Oh my god! And like
it happens sometimes.
Sometimes it work, but more times than not, you play yourself big time, bro.
It happens play yourself, both times. It gets ugly when you play yourself because
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip and want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our main channel if you want to see the full episode of our podcast. Thanks again.